Hi guys.
Hello.
Today we thought we would do, it's not really a tag yet, but we're gonna make it a tag, childhood memory tag. And do you think we should tag somebody else?
Yes.
We will tag our Two Mom Adventure. That's another YouTube channel. They're also on Instagram, and their channel name is pretty self-explanatory. It's two moms and two kids, and they go on adventures, although currently they're sharing their adventures at home, just like the rest of us. So definitely go check them out. We'll put their channel below. Hopefully they'll do this. But yeah, until then, you want to jump into it?
Sure. Yay.
You're just stuck smiling.
Our favorite snack.
Favorite childhood snack. Did you have one that came to mind?
I'm trying to think, but I don't think so.
Well, you think of yours. Ours probably was a little bit all over the map. Anytime we could get like some good junk food, we would have been about that, like Little Debbie's. But the first thing that pops to my mind for me is something my grandma used to make for us, and it is a graham cracker with peanut butter and chocolate chips. Perfect.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but I grew up in Mexico, and I'm trying to actually think about what was my favorite snack. And if I think about it, I think Carlos Quinto is one of my favorites. It's a chocolate bar from Mexico, and I loved it.
Well, that goes into our next one, which was, what was your favorite childhood candy?
Carlos Quinto.
Mine? I don't know. I kind of all over the map. My dad had us convinced that we like Necco wafers, but I'm pretty sure that was just because they were a cheap candy to buy us. But there's good memories of, eating chalk wafers.
Chocolate. I actually found them not too long ago. I should have bought
Didn't
some.
buy them. Well, you know where they are, so you can go back and get them once we're allowed out again.
What was a typical family dinner? For me, it was probably, and this is why I think you think I'm crazy, but it was caldo de pollo with rice.
To be fair, I think you're crazy for lots of reasons, not just one.
And we used to eat it even in the summer. And she thinks that I'm crazy because I want caldo de pollo, like soup, hot soup, in the middle of summer.
Yeah, I don't really like hot food and hot weather. It is supposed to be good. It makes you sweat and you cool yourself off. Typical family dinner for me actually is pretty similar. It was probably like a stew or a chili or something that either my mom could do in the crock pot or was quick to make when she got home.
Yeah, it was always something different on my side.
We had pretty similar, not similar things, but we had like a rotating menu because my parents worked full time. What was your favorite childhood meal? Mine is super easy. It was my mom's meatloaf with mashed potatoes and whatever vegetable she made us eat with it was fine. What was yours?
I'll say my mom's soup.
Any of them?
Any of them.
Okay.
Anything
You're a real
your mom makes.
soupy person, aren't you?
I am. And you know that about me. Am I willing to make soup even this summer?
Our running joke here is I make soup for dinner and then we have pasta the next night because I never put enough broth in. And my mom makes it like that too, so I definitely came by this honestly. But anyway.
School. Do you like school?
Yeah, I liked school.
I did not.
Ever?
Until I got to college. Does it count?
No, not. Well, I mean, technically, you can be a child in college.
Again, I started school in Mexico, and I was not the brightest. I actually had a lot of issues with my teachers. They used to call my parents a lot.
Well, do you really think you weren't a bright kid, or do you think it was the setting? Because you said before it was like a whole bunch of kids.
It was like 45 kids in the same classroom, one teacher.
Yeah.
And I think it was the setting, because once we moved to like cross the border, everything changed. I actually, in 5th grade, I was the top one.
Yeah. I loved school. It was kind of as simple as that.
Yeah, I think the teaching style too helped a lot.
Did you pack your lunch or buy your lunch? I don't really remember which I did more. I feel like I was kind of half and half.
Mexico, I used to pack it. Here, buy it.
Yeah. We packed sometimes and bought other times.
Your favorite teacher or class? Well, my favorite teacher was Mrs. Cosillo from 5th grade.
And that was once you were in the States, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And she was very mean. she was she used to yell a lot, but something in her was the one that actually pushed me to do better. She was actually the one that noticed that I needed glasses.
Mine, we had a computer teacher in middle school, Mrs. Ornelas, that I really liked. And my favorite class was any class that we got to do creative writing in. Who was your childhood best friend?
I had a few.
Yeah, I had, at least from like 2nd through 8th grade, it was pretty consistently Molly, Stephanie, and Tommy Joe, and I. Pretty
This is a funny story. One of my best friends was my neighbor, Susana, and guess what? She's now my stepsister.
Yay!
And here in the United States, I think I only had a best friend until I got into college. So
Not childhood.
not childhood. It's
Just a social butterfly.
yeah.
Fair enough.
So, do you get along with your siblings? And yes and no. With my sister, I think it was more like an age difference that we didn't get along too well. And with my brother, we got along since like he was born.
Pretty easy when you're 15 to get along with a newborn.
I know,
Unless
right?
they interrupt your sleep, I guess.
I am 15 years older than my brother, by the way.
With me, so we kind of have a similar situation. It's me, my sister's 2 years younger, my brother's 3 years younger, and then my youngest sister's 12 years younger. So the three of us got along great until we didn't. And then we were really great at not getting along. It was almost always like a full smackdown, drag out fight. But yeah, I got along with Kristen fine.
It's just so weird how when you grow up, you actually get along with.
Oh yeah, we
the
get along
siblings,
great
and you are
now.
like
Yeah,
too close on age, so
Yeah.
I really love my sister. So.
fair enough. Did you have a pet?
Oh, my hamster, does it count?
I guess.
I only had it for 6 months, then he escaped.
Sure.
My
We
hamster.
had a dog named Lucky, who was a Dalmatian, and we had 2 hamsters, Peppermint Patty and Lucy.
Okay, do you go to church or Sunday school? No, and no.
Yes and no. We went to Catholic school, so we didn't have to go to Sunday school. We got it every day at school. What was your favorite vacation or family activity?
For us, it was every like 3 years, and we used to go to Mazatlan a lot.
The beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ours was probably either going camping as a family or going to the beach. We usually rented a house, and we would go with like my cousins and grandparents and stuff.
Okay, so favorite show or book? For me, it was Dragon Ball. Yes, I watched them all. And
You're talking about when I was little, it would have been Mr. Rogers. I loved that show. Oh, God, I did a lot of reading. I don't know if I had a favorite book. I liked Heidi. I liked The Boxcar Children. I liked The Secrets of Nim. You're going to have to cut me off.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. Did you play sports?
Yes. I don't know if it counts a lot, but we used to play outside on the street.
I think it counts.
With all of our like neighbors.
I played sports. I did dance up until I think 4th grade, and soccer and basketball, and then in high school I played tennis. But soccer was my main one. I played that year round after a little while. Worst or scariest childhood injury? For me, they probably all would have been soccer related, but I was always getting hurt. I was just doing dumb stuff. Sometime I'll have to tell the story about the slip and slide and the tire swing.
Okay, I hate talking about this because I'm very but I actually no let's keep your hands away from her.
I'm not going to touch it.
Okay.
She's
I
still
actually
scarred from her worst.
Yes. When I was 7, I was in a park, and it was one of those metal
Playgrounds.
Playgrounds. It was. So I just remember I was on the very top, and my hands. Just
Oh, you mean monkey
slipped.
bars, right?
Monkey bars, yes. But it was one of those that stairs before getting into like monkey bars, and one of my hands slid, and I hit my shin several times before, like landing on my knees. And since then, I have very sensitive chin. No.
That's okay. I have a funny playground story, but I didn't get hurt. I was like 2-ish. I was very independent, and there was one of those slides. Remember where they had like the really narrow stairs? It wasn't a ladder, And my dad kept trying to help, and I'm like, I can do it myself. I can do it myself. Let go. I can do it myself. And I climbed like all the way to the top, and I was like, I told you I could. Ah! He caught me. That's pretty par for the course for my childhood.
Okay, what were you scared of?
Needles. Done. Still scared of them. Keep those shots away from me.
I think roller coasters. Yeah. Even from.
But you liked them when you were little, you said.
Yes,
and you grew into that fear.
I was still a child when I disliked them.
Well, we are talking about. Oh, when you started disliking them.
Yes.
Gotcha. Favorite toy.
Favorite toy. Barbies and playhouses, and until now I want to get one, and hopefully Annie likes them too.
I mean, I guess when like through childhood, it might have been like my bike. I probably used it pretty often. We were just outside a lot. Or books. Do books count as toys? I really like to read. Oh, it's your turn.
Okay. Favorite game or thing to play? Well, for me it was video games, but my mom told me no video games.
We didn't have video games. I don't know. I think if we were playing together as siblings, we were probably playing like school. Other than that, I don't know. We just like going outside. We had a lot of woods in our backyard and a creek, so we would just go exploring and stuff. Favorite thing to do during summer? Mine is easy. Go to camp.
Play with water on the yard.
Oh, yeah, like a sprinkler or the hose or water balloons. Yeah. And last but not least,
what do you want to be, or what do you want it to be?
Do you have an easy answer?
I did not want it to be a teacher.
Fair enough. You said you didn't like school, so that makes sense.
I actually wanted to be a when I was little, I wanted to be a race car driver.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mine, I feel like it changed every year. I always wanted to be a writer, like that was consistent, but I also wanted to be like a lawyer and Indiana Jones and a teacher and lots of things. It just depended on the day you caught me on, I think.
Yeah, I think you still want to be Indiana Jones though.
I mean, I wouldn't say no. All right. I think that's all the questions that we had. Hopefully you guys liked this. If you want to do it, go ahead. Make sure to let us know that you're going to so we can check your video out. Bye!